Well, I don't know what excuses the Disney dogs are going to come up with for the first half of this game, Georgia versus Missouri, where we're fucking losing 16-6 at halftime. You're not going to get no excuses for me. You don't ever get no excuses for me. Georgia played terrible the entire game last week and won by 17 against Kent State at home. Playing terrible again today. And this is what I told you. You know, these Disney dogs, oh, relax, Lewis, Kent State. This is the sleepwalk game. I said, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm like, you play it against us on the road or against an SEC team or a good team or whatever, you're not going to get away with it. Now, well, here we are. Here we are on the road against Missouri. Now, some of this is Georgia's own fault, right? The turnovers. Georgia's got multiple turnovers again. Stetson Bennett, Ladd McConkey had a drop at the very beginning of this game again, like he did last week. No, that's on him. Stetson Bennett has not played well. He's 9 of 22. 9 of 22 passing. Stetson Bennett, we can't run the ball to save our life. So some of this stuff is on Georgia and maybe can be fixed in the second half if some people get it together. But some of this stuff is just Mizzou dominating us. Mizzou's defensive line is owning this game. Stetson Bennett is running for his life when he drops back to throw. Running backs are getting the ball and Mizzou's hitting them in the backfield. The offensive line is playing horrible. Horrible. Mizzou is dominating them. These are things you got to give Mizzou credit for and things you got to ask. So, can that be fixed at halftime? I don't know. Maybe Stetson can play better in the second half. Maybe we can not turn the ball over in the second half. Maybe we can score touchdowns when we get down there instead of field goals in the second half. But I don't know if we can fix in the second half Missouri's defensive line absolutely humiliating this offensive line for Georgia, because that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. If I'm a Missouri fan, I'm almost just as mad as I am as a Georgia fan. Why? How do you pull off a huge upset? Well, a few things have to happen. Turnovers, you got that. Maybe some special team stuff, you don't have that. One of the things you have to do, though, if you're Missouri, to pull off one of these upsets, you have to score touchdowns, not field goals. Missouri's got 4 scoring drives. 4! But they only have 16 points. They've got 1 touchdown and 3 field goals. That's the only thing keeping me from hanging myself from the nearest limb right now, is the fact that Missouri has kicked field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. Now, lucky for Mizzou, Georgia's doing the same damn thing. We've got down there twice and can't score and settle for 2 field goals. So, look, last week, halftime of the Kent State game, I had no doubts in my mind. At no point in that Kent State game did I think, wow, we might lose this game. Never crossed my mind. There's a possibility Georgia loses this game to Missouri. Some of these problems, I don't know, can be fixed at halftime by Kirby Smart getting in there and yelling and screaming for 10 minutes. I don't know. You need to be worried. If you're a Georgia fan, you need to be worried about this game. Georgia, this ain't the situation where you say, oh, well, don't worry, this. Maybe. Could Georgia come back and win? Of course they could. I'm live streaming the game. If you want to come laugh at me live, I'm live streaming the game right here on this channel. You can come laugh at me for the entire second half if you want to. Could Georgia come back and win? Of course, and I hope they do. And I'm going to be pulling for them as hard as I can. But this is the same feeling I had when we played South Carolina back in 2019. Almost like Georgia didn't even deserve to win. Like Georgia, right now, Georgia deserved to win this game. I don't know what's going on with Georgia. Something's going on though. Georgia's way too talented to be playing like this offensively against Kent State and Missouri. That's just reality. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anybody's pointing and laughing at the defense or not for giving up 16. 2 turnovers though. 2 turnovers. We've turned the ball over twice and only given up 1 touchdown. So the defense not playing great, not playing its best game, but the defense isn't the reason we're losing. This offense that I've watched in this first half is the worst I've seen at Georgia since 2016. It's bad. I'm worried.